Dumbo, I feel bad, but it makes sense that it isn't gonna break box office records and make a lot. I feel like it's gonna do like Christopher Robin did, because like Christopher Robin and like Maleficent, it wasn't just copy-paste the animated movie, put into live action, bought garbage, which the rest of them have. Those are like the only three so far that are actually different and unique and stand out as like their own films, and they aren't just remakes or something. So Dumbo, in my opinion, and others that enjoyed it, soared high and deserves more love than it has, because it truly stood out and was a unique, touching, warm, well-messaged, wonderful message. Really something people need to see, this type of stuff. There with the good, heartwarming messages, and, you know, enjoy something like this. It was actually pretty wonderful. As a huge fan of Tim Burton, I mean, I love pretty much like every film he's done. And again, like at first, you know, I hate these live-action Disney things because it's just a cash grab and there's no creativity. It's pretty much pointless for the most part, most of them. But then I heard Tim Burton was on board. I'm like, okay, this could be good because he does a great job. But then I was still kind of iffy on it, you know, like, man, even if I like Tim Burton, it's still these remakes, I don't know. Then I saw the trailer, it got you with the Baby of Mine song, and then you saw it, I'm like, it looks like it's going to be a different telling. And that's what it was. And then, of course, you have the genius, probably one of my favorite, if not favorite, my composer, Danny Elfman. When you tell me you can't like any of the score or the music from this guy in any of these films here, tell me how you cannot like this. If you don't, there's something wrong with you. And Danny Elfman and Tim Burton are like this. They need to be together. So, I mean, it was great to see Danny Elfman again with his great music, Tim Burton with his vision, directing and all that stuff again, his world and his take. Great movie, you know, probably not, you know, a really enjoyable film. More on the cast and crew and stuff later. Again, the theme, the message was key. You had the struggling circus life and the people, but they were all like a family, and then when they go to the bigger thing, the better thing, the money, the fame, and all that kind of stuff there, they realize that's not as important as because of all the changes, what they were doing, and the horrible things and stuff like that, separating them, not doing it, but they are a family, and then that was a nice aspect of it. I really liked the focus. It had not only on Dumbo, but it focused on this family, and I really liked that. And the whole circus, and then what I liked was it was like the Medici brothers circus, and then became at the end of the Medici family circus. Wonderful. Really liked that. Again, I thought Tim Burton did a great job. It's a shame there's a lot of people that wanted to fail, that are praising that it's bombing, but these same people are going to be eating up and wetting themselves all over the horrible looking copy-paste, unnecessary Lion King catastrophe that's about to happen. Catastrophe? Anyway, and the, again, horribly looking Aladdin one there, because again, this was different. They went a different way. They did a different story, like Maleficent. Maleficent was a different telling of the story of Sleeping Beauty, and Christopher Robin was a nice tale of Winnie the Pooh live action. Like, it wasn't just we're watching them in like CGI, like horrible 3D animation or something, or putting them as the dolls in the real world in a real setting or something like that with Christopher Robin as a kid. But this was the story of him growing up. That was beautiful. That was wonderful. Same thing with Dumbo. This was different. It took a different way, and that's why I think these three films are way better, because everything else. Cinderella was just Cinderella, but just way too long, and it was one of the dumbest endings. Like, the thing that got me the most on that was calling her Cinderella. The Cinder part was like making fun of her and was a bad thing. They were calling her that to treat her badly with that version of her name. That thing that she says, call me Cinderella. It's like, that didn't make sense. But I'm just ranting on that, and that was a terrible movie. Shame, because she's a great actress, but that was just unnecessary movie. It was so not worth. Beauty and the Beast was just another one where it's like, there's no point. It was just copy-paste of the movie. So why would you want to see a copy-paste of the cartoon when you can just watch the classic and breathtaking awesomeness that is the original? And same thing with these coming out here, but Dumbo, Maleficent, and Christopher Robin were different. That's what stuck out. And, you know, I've always loved the cartoon version of it. I feel like it doesn't get any love, especially nowadays. Everyone who claims themselves as, like, Disney fans, a lot of them, just like either the nowadays Disney, so when they talk about the old Disney, it's always the Renaissance period and up stuff. Like Dumbo, Snow White, and so that Pinocchio always gets pushed to the wayside with some of these people. But I was like Dumbo, and I really liked, again, Tim Burton taking the helm, because Tim Burton is awesome. I think there's a single movie that I don't like that he made. I mean, I think I love pretty much everything he's done, everything he's touched. He's just one of the most unique, visionary people of them all. Probably definitely one of my favorites of all time. And again, Danny Elfman, the music, two of them together. Oh, and then I like that he got Ava Green again. I think she still looks gorgeous. And I like that she was the flying lady on there. It was really nice touch with the father, so it was kind of nice. So there, and then she was like trying to get a push away from Michael Keaton, and pushing towards him, and getting closer to family, talking about how you're the lucky one because of, you know, you have these kids, you have family, and you have something that's important to your life like that. And that's important again. I like these movies lately again, because I noticed that with everything lately. I get just a review on Shazam, and that was like about this whole like how family's important. And then when I saw Aquaman finally, family, I mean, there's just this good thing that seems like, especially in the US, they're trying to get rid of families and not want family to be an important thing. But thankfully these movies are telling us that family is important. That's the live action reimagining of, you know, Dumbo, the 1941, I think was classic, and they fit everything. Like, Dumbo was adorable. The eyes, he's so cute. He's a cute little trunk. Everything about him, he was so cute, playful, adorable, lovable. You'd want to be there too. Go there and hug him and play with him and all kind of stuff there. It was really nice. Like, you can see, again, even though they were CGI elephants and characters, you saw, like, the depth and the emotion and the caring that Mrs. Jumbo had for her son. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. That aspect story, they had the story there, and then with the humans, you had all the story of the circus performers as a family and their ups and downs of what's going through. It was a real neat take. So I like they had the Casey Jr., the train, right? They still got like the nods from the movie in there, even though they were going more realistic in a sense, even though Dumbo with the big ears isn't realistic. But they had the train in there. They threw the storks in there. They had the pink elephants thing in there. I mean, it was nice hearing that. It was nice hearing you've seen a housefly. You've seen but have you ever seen an elephant fly? And I like that Let's Get Ready to Dumbo. That was pretty cool. I feel like Dumbo deserves more credit than what it's gotten, and then box office and all that stuff. I feel sorry because it was just a really, I thought, a well-made movie. I mean, it touched you. You felt good watching it. You felt all the emotions during the sad times, the good times, the bad times, the glad times, the funny times, the cute, charming times. It was, it was like a lot of misty-eyed moments there. It was just very sweet, very comforting. Just a good, overall, good feeling movie, something that I think families and people need to see for just a good, wholesome time. And it was wonderful. It was cute. Again, Dumbo was adorable. Felt sorry for the mom, felt sorry for Dumbo. I love Colin Farrell playing Holt. Cool seeing, like, again, the story with him and his kids. And then the loss of their mother, them going through that, and him trying to, like, be with his kids and help them, because it's like, your mother was always better at this with you. She knew what to say and do, and then him not feeling worthy of it, and then having to, like, just get in there. They're your kids, you gotta, which is really good. I like that he, lost his arm and then coping with that. His daughter, Millie, and then his son, Joe. Good kids, nice to see, them different. Him wanting to still be the father and doing the entertaining, her wanting to be, like, more than just an entertainer, use her brain, science, good for her type of stuff. Both really genuinely loved Dumbo since the start. Fell for him, encouraged him. There's a lot of encouragement in this movie. It was like, encourage you that you can do it, you can become this. And they utilized the feather still in a way. They even threw in like little stuff there, like they even had the mouse, he wasn't the bear, they were just the mice in the outfit. And I understand the people that were complaining about it because of like circuses and how people are. But if spoilers right here, don't listen. If you don't want to be spoiled by the ending, spoilers, and go. They set Dumbo and his mom free. They just let him go, and then the ending, they're happily together in Africa or whatever, and together he flies around all happy, all cute in front of the elephants. They're like, oh my gosh, look how cool, waving their trunks, and they're with his mama, they're happy together forever, free. And then I loved it, where Dan DeVito's character, the ringleader, Medici, sitting there like, at the ending, it's like, come look at our circus, where it's like, all animals, not in cages, not chained, not any of this, no animals behind bars. So that I was like, there you go, there's that message, that's good, I like that. And then talking about like, like the mermaid lady, the thick mermaid lady, and the other guy, like, together, and then you got all the other people, the strong guy, he was a cool character. Everyone was, like, together with their shows. Holt was back on his horse with his new gal, Ava Green, Colette. I really like this. I like the little, Pramesh, the little snake charmer guy. He was good. You can see the caringness he had. And then there was another diverse cast that wasn't like forced diversity because, again, it works because of, these different people from all these different places and backgrounds going to a circus. It makes sense. Again, the kids were great. The kids were smart, caring, loving. Everyone, again, once, Colette, when, they meet her and she's with Michael Keaton's character, Vanderveer, and the bad guy. I love Michael Keaton. And I think it's kind of fun, again, Tim Burton, Michael Keaton. Original Batman, still my favorite film version of Batman. Michael Keaton, always. The Tim Burton movies were great, especially Batman Returns. That was so out there. And then again, funny, Dan DeVito. So it was like Batman, this time the Penguin won. And again, I love how Dan DeVito was a ringleader in circus again, because, I guess Tim Burton likes having him as like the little ringleader guy, because they had him, in another wonderful, beautiful movie. Suggest everyone see it if you haven't. Big Fish. Beautiful, awesome, wonderful movie. Damn, that was a good movie from Tim Burton. And Dan DeVito played a ringleader and but a different kind of ringleader. Well, it was very interesting. Wonderful, moving movie. So Tim Burton knows how to make like the spooky stuff, the creepy stuff. But he always knows how to make like the moving, touching stuff. And he did this in there. Alan Arkin was nice to see towards the end. Again, Michael Keaton, I liked halfway shows up. You see him offering these deals and he's the bad guy. So again, I liked Colin Farrell. I've always liked him, and it was just good to see him play like a father and do this, and it seemed real. Everyone seemed like real and genuinely like these characters would be if they were real. And the caring for not only each other and their circus family, Dumbo was a part of that family. They cared for him, and again, that encouragement, that uplifting, feathers flying. I thought the CGI was pretty decent for the most part. Maybe a couple scenes, but for the most part, it was good. Dumbo looked great. To the ears, the flying, he looked adorable and cute. I felt for him when he lost his mom. Felt for him when they tried to take his mom and, spoilers, kill his mom. I felt for the little guy when he was was, stuck with the fire and all that, trying to do the little circus clown act, and, he had this little spunk, and he teased little bastards that were making fun of him, squirting with water is cute. It was just such a great movie. The whole cast, everyone behind it, it had a good look, feel, the shots, the score, cinematography, everything. I thought it was just really, really surprisingly well done. But again, not surprised, because I kind of felt like, from when I saw the trailer months ago, I'm like, okay, I will have to go see this now, because not only just Tim Burton, I also like Michael Keaton, I like Dan DeVito, Eva Green, I like Colin Farrell. So you had a good cast, but not only that, and Danny Elfman, love his music so damn much. And not only that, I mean, like, my favorite will be, like, Danny Elfman, probably then Jim Dooley, Pushing Daisy soundtrack, the greatest ever, and Asuka Noriyuki from the Rurouni Kenshin series. Beautiful, breathtaking stuff. But Danny Elfman, anyway. Tim Burton, the look, the feel, the shots, the atmosphere, the feeling, all the characters, the love that was there for everyone. And the story just kept going from one thing to another. Just when I thought it was, like, going to be the end, they went to something else, and they went to something else to have a more compelling and edge of your seat, more emotional, more breathtaking, more just there for rooting for the entire circus family, all these characters, rooting for Dumbo to get back to his mom, all that happy ending goodness, beautiful, touching, heartwarming little movie that I feel like everyone should see and just give a chance. Like I've said, I mean, it's a shame it isn't going to get the love it gets. I think it deserves it. Dumbo is actually really quite amazing. Again, this is the third in the, I've said again the other two, so I won't say it again, but of the so far the live actions that I actually like, and I just don't see me liking the other ones. I mean, Dumbo is so cute and adorable. He's such a little cutie. How can you not want him to be happy and root for the cute little guy? So cute. Those eyes. But it was just wonderful. Tim Burton with his visuals and everything behind it again. Heartwarming. Just makes you want to take that feather, get that courage, and be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and fly. And then, eventually, you don't need that. Just like the message of, like, the mother with the key for the daughter. You don't need it anymore because it's there. It's in you. You can do it. Such a good and powerful message. Wonderful thing about family and love and acceptance and encouragement. And, wow, I was really pleased with this movie. Well done. I'd say like a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. You go, Dumbo, you adorable little thing. Every one of you did a great job. Others may be sitting there saying, and not caring, but no, well done.